how we're gonna win. That's how we're gonna win.
You gotta have that killer instinct.
Van Fleet.
If you believe you can do it, then you can.
Tommy Eaton for the rim. Hammers it down. The three. Are you kidding me? That was incredible. And the Houston Rockets with an unbelievable performance.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sirius back at the helm. Launchpad is in full effect, man. I cannot wait to start talking about everything surrounding this Houston Rockets ball club. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify. We're doing big things in big places and definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I got a couple of the fellas here, man. We're going to talk about everything surrounding this ball club that we know and love. My man Larry's in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Yo, what's the deal, man? Hey, look, hey, I'm gonna try to contain myself tonight. Hey, I said I might lose it once or twice, man. Y'all just reel me back in, man. If I do,
We
reel
ain't
me
doing
back
that
in,
tonight.
man.
We
Don't let
ain't
me
reeling
fall
nobody
asleep
back
in.
in. We ain't letting nobody know. We're not doing that on tonight. We're not doing that on tonight, man. My man Jesse is back in the building. Round two. He got his feet wet, man. His audio is now matching his visual today. We doing big things. What's up, my man? How we doing, sir?
What's going on? What's going on? Can't complain, man. I can't complain.
That's good, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. And
Likewise, brother.
the coach, coming in late like always. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Man, look, like my dumb ass looking for the link in the fucking WhatsApp fucking thread, and I'm like, oh shit, it's not it. Why would the link be in the WhatsApp thread? Fucking tripod falling, shit all fucked up like these damn rockets, man. Like shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That is a representation of the Rockets, crumbling, falling, tumbling, bumbling, like
The whole nine, man. You know what? I'm not going to waste anybody's time, man. We got a lot to get to, and this is going to be one of those episodes where, again, I told my dad, don't watch. Mama Jordan is probably not going to be paying attention. Larry to put out a disclaimer. Let's
Hey, man, you know what? Hey, man, fuck that shit, man. This Aaron's birthday. We gonna be
Yeah,
the
man,
way
like-
we gonna be, man. Happy birthday, brother. We gonna be the way we gonna be tonight,
yeah,
man.
I already said that, man. I'm like, look, there's no reason for Mama Jordan or anybody's mama or dad to be watching this one tonight because this is NC-17 shit. Because these motherfucking these motherfucking like
Yeah, bro. Yeah. This ain't safe for TV. With that being,
this ain't the family show, baby. This is Launchpad. These motherfuckers here, man. Good grief.
with that being said, what the heck is going on, bro? Like, we talk about it a lot in the group thread. There's been a lot of excuses being made. Larry's talking about the home away from home and the time schedules. We ain't making no moves at the trade deadline. Fred VanVleet stubbed the pinky toe, getting out the shower. He ain't back yet. Yeah. I feel a type of way, and I'm not even sure where to start first. So I'm gonna let y'all get in when you fit in. Larry, talk to me, my man. Where's your head at?
Man, the first thing I'm gonna say is, y'all know where I'm going with this. Why in the hell did we keep Jabari? Man, he was looking all nice and neat in his hoodie. He was all nice and pressed. He didn't even have no sweat stain on it. It was like
Nothing.
Man, nothing. He was perfectly doing well, serving a purpose on the bench.
Oh yeah,
Serving a
great.
purpose, man. But this is the part that pissed me off the most, right? And we haven't been in since the trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you were in the number 2 seed and you see other teams that are lower than you getting better, don't stand pat, right? But then this is the part that irks me the most, and it's the typical Rockets crap. They're gonna hold on to that guy that they saw that they can win without, until his trade value is so low that they're gonna trade him for basically nothing.
Yep.
I get it. He's third year in the league, but when you look at everybody else that came out in that draft ahead of him, Banchero is a difference maker. Look at Chet. Chet only been back a couple of games, and you could tell the difference in that team when Chet played. They look better when Jabari don't play. So why the hell did we hold on to this dude? Then when we do get ready to trade him, then now people are gonna be like, you know what? I give you 2 conditional seconds for him because he, we see what we getting from him. Why did we hold on to him? Why did we stay pat when everybody else around us got better?
Here's the thing. And again, I'm gonna throw this around. I was very, 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 very critical of the fact that the Rockets did nothing at the trade.
He did something. They would just, I don't know where Cody Zilla is, man. He might be, I don't know. he might be on Almeida somewhere.
We did nothing at the trade deadline. And again, to your point, Larry, teams around us got significantly better. I wasn't in on the going out and getting Jimmy Butler or nothing like that, but the Golden State Warriors found the need, addressed the need, and now they're going to be a problem.
The Warriors who are beating my beautiful baby boys right now.
Exactly. They're going to be a problem. And other teams that we are going to have to deal with on this journey in the Western Conference made moves. But yet, we sat here, i.e. the football team I like, and did nothing. And there are those among us that wanted us to do nothing. Jesse, how do you feel now, sir?
I still stand strong on it. And listen to what I'm about to say now. I'm about to get some flack for this.
Yes, sir.
I have jumped off the hate Jabari bandwagon. I think he's going to be okay coming off the bench. I don't want him starting. He can come off the bench and he'll be okay.
Hey, Larry. Hey, Larry. He can't come on no more. He can't come on no more.
Bro.
I'm jumping off the bandwagon, y'all.
This is the problem.
He does a lot of good stuff, man. He really does. He does a lot of good stuff. This is me unbiased and talking, man. Unbiased talking. Jabari does a lot of good stuff.
You my cousin, bro. This is the exploited version. This motherfucker was 4 for 15, and they didn't even have Wembley.
Everybody shoot bad. Everybody have bad games, man.
4 for 15. Dude, I do not want my power forward literally camped out in the corner 3 all freaking day. Dude, you don't even shoot 50% from the field.
But you know what I saw today? I saw that Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns are gonna part ways. I want Kevin here. I want him here. He will mesh perfect here. I want him here, y'all. I really do.
The only way I would even consider that is we do a 1-for-1. We ain't giving up no other assets. You take Jabari and we'll take Durant. That's the only way.
Now that's not gonna happen. But it's like, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. It's like, again,
fantasy booking now, man. This ain't the rest of the show.
Yeah. Everybody, like, take a deep breath. Let's compose ourselves because there is still time left. As we go into March and stuff like that, there's still time left for this team to kind of get up off the canvas, if you will. But there has to be, again, we talked about this last launch pad. And it's funny how, like, from last launch pad to this launch pad, nothing has happened to where nothing has changed to where it's like, look, Ime Udoka has to figure out which 7 guys are going to be his guys.
They're so deep, man. They're deep.
You know, but every team, you have your 7 guys. You have your starting 5, and you have your 2 main bench guys, and maybe a team, team that's deep, has 8 guys. We need to lock in our 8 guys, lock in our rotations, lock in who plays when and what scenario, because sometimes, look, I understand, like, of a 5 is hot, then you leave them out there. But I feel like sometimes Ime Udoka, he lets these guys try to figure it out way too much. It is like the lost art of the well-timed timeout. I feel like sometimes he'll just let them go and then let him go, And I feel like that 10-2 run that a team goes on could have been just a couple of quick baskets if he just, let's call a timeout. It's like we were up 4 and now we're down 3, timeout. But no, be up 4 and end up down 10, then want to call a timeout. And I just feel like this is something where I hate to keep banging this drum, but need to, like, we look at Pop, get well Pop. Pop had his guys and he had it set in stone for years. It was like you had the core guys, the 5, then you had the guys coming off the bench. And you look at, you can even go back and look at like Pat Riley in Miami. It was Bron, it was Wade, it was Bosh. Mike. You had Mike Miller. You had those guys. Like there is a precedent in this. It's like even like the Celtics. The Celtics have their guys. They have their solid group. Then they have like their satellite guys, if you will, who come in. And I feel like the Rockets have a bunch of talent. Let's call it what it is. They have a bunch of talent, but even with that, you have to establish these are the guys to where when it comes down to it, like this is what playoff teams do. It's like the Nuggets. The Nuggets have a bunch of talent on their roster, but when it comes down to it, they play like 7 dudes.
Right. There's no pecking order to your point. There's no pecking order.
Yeah, there's no pecking order. It's just like, oh well, I feel like we're gonna go to. It's just like every team, like you see the Lakers. The Lakers, what 5 is going to be on the floor in the fourth quarter, like late in the fourth quarter. With the Rockets, it changes. And like I said, I understand sometimes 5s get hot, but it's like at the end of the day, you need to be like, with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, this is my 5.
You know what? You mentioned that, and it's funny that we're here talking about rotation. We're talking about playing time. We're talking about establishing a pecking order. We're talking about being in tune with the game and knowing when to call a timeout and when to let it run. That boils down to coaching. And we were so excited and elated to get Ime Udoka. Do we think that Ime Udoka is the problem? Because here's the thing. We have the talent there. We have the guys there. Like, some days Cam Whitmore plays, some days he doesn't. Some days Eason, when he's not when he's not hurt, he plays, and sometimes he doesn't. Like, the starting 5 is solidified, but what's gonna happen when Fred comes back, this weekend? Is Jabari now going to the bench and we're gonna run with Amen Thompson because he
needs to go to the bench?
He's that dude. But again, if history repeats itself, Ime's going to do a full fucking reset. And now Matt Thompson's going to go to the bench. And Jabari Smith is going to be in there shooting, 3 for 14 from the corner.
Yeah.
Like, is it coaching? Or are we satisfied with the job that Ime Udoka has done? Or do we need to look elsewhere to get, you mentioned Pop. Do we need to look elsewhere to figure out, this issue? Because let's give it a buck. Ime Udoka's calling card is defense. Right now, we are giving up 125 points a game. We ain't strapping nobody up. So why is he here?
I think we jumping the gun a little bit too early with Ime. And I'm gonna say, Ime, I trust. Look at what he did last year. Look at what he's doing this year. They ain't near the same roster. And Ime, I trust. I think he's gonna take us. I really think within the next few years, we're gonna be hitting that Western Conference Finals, and we're gonna be making a run for a championship. I really truly believe that. We need to just ride it out with Ime. And he's a great coach, y'all. That's something we can't knock him. He's a really good coach. The only thing he's lacking is getting those rotations in order. But they're so deep, man.
Good coaches. Good
they're
coaches.
Deep,
Jesse. Good
they're
coaches.
Deep.
Like it's today is February 27th. Once again, happy birthday to Aaron. It's like it's February 27th.
Happy birthday, bro.
It's like, dog, like, what the fuck do you mean you don't got your rotation set? And it's February 27th. It's Saturday. It will be March 1st on Saturday.
Inconsistent play.
It's time to get it tight, man. It's time to get it right. It's like it is time to make a playoff push. It is not the time to still be dibble dabbing and who are the guys, who's the rotation, who do you know? Like again, like I said, I'll. That's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Steve, but you know what I'm gonna say? Good. Let me jump in real quick. So this is me, right? And I don't have a problem with Ime, and I get it. You know, he's doing a little bit too much with his rotations, right? But that kind of made me wonder: is it him, or is he getting pressure to play Jabari? Is he getting that pressure? Because you know how teams are, especially when they just spent top 5 pick on somebody,
Mhm.
they will keep giving them a chance because think about it. I mean, if you want to be realistic, bro, Amen should have been starting before Jabari got hurt.
He should have been an
Should've been on
all-star before Alp, but don't get me started on that.
Hey,
No,
but you don't take Alfie out. You don't take. That's the even further validation right there because Alfie has made an All-Star game before Jabari has. But you don't take him out of the game. You don't take Fred when Fred come back out of the game. Jalen definitely ain't coming out the game. Tari, I hate to say it, but Tari is that guy that he should be getting a lot of those off the bench minutes. Dude, if you notice who suffered the most when Jabari come back and you saw that they can win without him. Dude, look at Cam. Dude,
Yeah.
Cam played 5 minutes the other night. 5 minutes. And I think I said on the show before, Cam is not a guy that you give him 5 minutes one night, no minutes the next night, 20 minutes the next night. And when Cam get consistent minutes, you know what you're gonna get from Cam.
Right.
You can't do that to him. But I don't know if it's Ime or is it ownership saying no, we gotta play this guy. Oh no, we spent a top 3 pick on him. He needs to play. And just where I'm going with this. I'm done with the rope. Everybody's like, oh, he's young. Oh, motherfucker, you been in the league 3 years. At this time, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up,
Yeah.
put your big boy pants on.
Yep.
Bro. And like you worked out all off season with Kevin Durant. I don't see it. I don't see it. And here's you don't like Alpi, but he worked with a king, and you can see it.
You can tell. Oh yeah.
He
Oh, yeah.
worked with the king. I don't
Yeah.
see nothing Durant like from Jabari, and it's messing up the whole flow of the team, bro. This motherfucker got outscored by Jeff fucking Green. Old man Green came in the game balling.
Look, I'll say this, and then here's a stunning revelation. Okay, I feel like, and I'm just gonna come out. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. I feel like I'm getting closer to Sirius' side of the Sengun thing than the other side of it, because it's like stagnant. It's like you cannot become the guy and you only play on one side of the court. It's like I don't see any look. He's never gonna be Dream. He can sit up and he can stay at Dream House if he wants to. He'll never be Dream defensively of anybody else like that. Nobody's asking him to be defensive stalwart, but it's just like he doesn't rotate. He's an awful help defender, and then so it's like you can't be and then Jesse, Jesse. Look, Larry knows Jesse was one of the best help defenders I've ever seen on the basketball court. So Jesse knows like the importance of help defense. But it's like you can't be bad at help defense and can't strap up one-on-one. Or it's like he's bad at both. He can't lock anybody down, and he's terrible when it comes to like helping. It's just like I don't know. It's like I'm starting
Here's my thing. Okay. Yesterday we played the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alpi had 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in a bad game.
9. 9.
Yeah.
They ain't had nobody in the middle that could bang with you. Nobody in the middle that could bang with you.
But Alpi gets double teamed though. He gets double teamed.
Your all-star had 9 points and 11 rebounds. Okay. Jeff Green, who you just alluded to before, outscored this brother.
Yeah, I scored a lot of brothers.
Jeff Green don't get double teamed though, man.
Dude, you know what?
You are an all-star. Okay.
First
You're
year
an
all-star, give him some grace. Give him some grace.
You are an all-star. You don't have the alien in the middle of the paint and Victor Wembanyama. You're playing an undermanned, under-talented roster. You should have ate like a fat kid at Thanksgiving, but yet you were sitting there playing with crumbs with the peasants. You let the rotation stuff we talked about. You let a 8-man, a 9-man outscore you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said,
And that's my issue I have with Alp. Everybody wants to clown him. Yeah, Alp, he's training with Hakeem. This type of game right here where you should have literally put a motherfucker in the back and just dunked on him. And yet he did nothing. The
I think
Rockets
he's
won, surprisingly.
yeah, but I think Alpi, he's starting to whine about the calls too much instead of just playing.
Mhm.
But
this,
am I the only one?
This is our all-star. I'm supposed to jump on board and be okay with the fact that we have a whining big man who cannot dominate an inferior opponent.
I mean, but if you really want to go there, I mean, like I said, I'm on the Jabari hate. Jeff Green outscored him. Jeff Green outscored him too. And you don't even get nowhere near the attention that Jalen Green and Alpi get, bro. And I'm starting not to like the way they run these sets. They don't run enough Alpi and Jalen pick and roll. They don't. It's almost like he's trying to use Alpi like Joker, and Alpi's not Joker.
Our offense looked a lot like pickup YMCA games on Saturday mornings. 40 and over club. You know what I'm saying? There is no cohesion. You be running pick and roll, but that's about it. Like there is no motion, there's no back cut, there's no nothing. There is you hot here, just shoot it. Dylan Brooks is hot, do something, go shoot it. Jalen Green got a mismatch, pick and roll, pick and pop. There is no offensive sets, nothing. Which goes back to what I mentioned earlier. Why is Ime Udoka still here if we ain't strapping up on defense and our offense looks worse than the brothers I play with on Saturday mornings at the YMCA here?
Well, you ain't moving it right now.
Aaron, can I play devil's advocate real fast?
Of course you can, my guy.
All right, so I'm looking at this now. I'm thinking, this is me thinking maybe this is what Ime is doing. Jabari had 32 minutes. Alpi had 18 minutes. Alpi shot five shots. Jabari shot 15. What if Ime is trying to get? Because that game was in control. We was in control of that game the whole game. So what if?
You cannot be Ime and say a game is in control. We watched too much.
What is
I know what you're getting at. Though. I know what you're getting at. It's like you trying to get Jabari back in shape.
There you go. The game was in control. We had that game. We had that game.
Yeah, I see.
We had that game.
Yeah.
And Alpi still now. To Alpi's credit, he had played 18 minutes. He still got us 11 boards. So defense is part of rebounding. Rebounding is part of defense. So I get what you're saying, Steve. I agree with you 1,000%. He definitely needs to become a better help defender. He needs to contest more shots. He needs to be able to switch on those pick and rolls and not fade back and give people them open shots. But he still rebounds really good. And I'm LP all day. We stole LP. We got the lottery. He should have been a lottery pick. Aaron probably is going to disagree with that, but LP definitely should have been a lottery pick. But that's what that's my take on playing devil's advocate. I think Ime trying to get Jabari Wind on him to get ready to go for this push, man. That's what I really think was going on.
Man, he do that in the shoot around. He was doing that all season, bro.
And y'all don't want to see this? Jabari's plus minus 21. Plus 21.
It just mean everybody else was playing better at that time.
Exactly.
Alpi plus 20. I mean,
don't pass the ball. Stupid ass shots yet. So that's all that means. Fred's not back.
Stand in the corner and don't
plus minus just means everybody else stunk on the court. That's all. That just means everybody else. It's like that's all plus minus. Like,
dude, but you know what? Why y'all playing around, dude? You know who else who's been a big weak link to me that I thought he was gonna be a link. So we talking about centers. Dude, you
Steven.
talk about somebody, Steven Adams.
Yeah.
That dude, like he
He
can't
gets no
move to
minutes.
nothing.
He doesn't
But-
get minutes.
He's
'Cause
big. He was getting minutes. Dude,
He
I
literally
watched-
cannot play a whole bunch of minutes, and I just feel like
Yeah.
you talk about like saving somebody and like preserving somebody. I feel like we will need Steven Adams more come playoff time than we need him now.
But
Yeah, I think
Steve, he's always been known for rebounding and blocking shots.
He got that pedigree. He got
when
the
sit
playoff
there and
pedigree.
Look at dude score in front of him. Don't even attempt to block the shot or nothing. Just look at
Man,
him.
big man got to save his energy for for April, man. Like you gotta keep yourself like spry, man. It's like I understand what they're doing. It's like with a guy like him, you can't like run him like you can't like. So it's like he will probably toward the end of the season here, he'll probably ramp up his minutes and stuff like that because Udoka he protects his vets. He like it's just he is going to make sure that he is ready for the playoffs, wherever the Rockets may be seated at that time. So I think Steve Adams, he needs to start getting more minutes. Yeah, but I wouldn't be too concerned with him because it's like he doesn't need the reps, so to speak.
I mean,
And you know what? Oh, go ahead, Aaron.
Go ahead, Big Homie, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and another thing, and I hate to admit it, we miss Fred, y'all. We miss Fred with his composure until the fourth quarter. Until the fourth quarter with them dumb shots. With them dumb shots. That's it. But other than that, him getting the half court offense going, getting people in the right places, we miss it. We definitely miss it. But don't come back jacking these shots, Fred. Please, for me, don't come back jacking these shots.
He will. It's like that's what he does. You know.
Let's keep it a beam for a second. Like the lineup with
Holiday act like he ain't had a practice or nothing. He just come out there doing whatever.
I'm not sure we miss Fred that much.
Nah, man. Like I tell y'all, man, he come out there and they be in the huddle, and it's like it might be like blah 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 blah. All he hears is shoot the ball, Fred, shoot the ball, Fred, shoot the ball, Fred, shoot the ball, Fred. That's all he hear, like in these late game huddles. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't hear anything else.
Fred say I got this, man. Fred say I got this, man. He say I got that ring, man.
Kawhi and KD ripping his Achilles. Like let's like of that ball bounce off the rim and don't go in. It's like the Raptors don't even make the finals. Like
hey, don't
right.
He stepped up though, Steve-O. He stepped up.
That was the year that Kawhi Leonard hit that shot in the corner.
Yeah, but
Siakam
ball too. Siakam ball when they was getting there to that championship too. So Fred was like the third wheel or something. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he got a ring now. You know what I'm saying? We hear this argument with Kendrick Perkins being able to talk stupid on
he
TV.
Need to act like he need to act like it, bro. I mean,
shout out KB, man.
Like, I think
man. Perk is one of those guys where it's like, you know, it's funny because like every time he breathes weird, Kevin Durant is there to bring him back down to reality. He'll be like, well, you know, I was the leader on that OKC team, and KD will come out of nowhere like, leading what? Leading us to the buffet line or something like that? It's like Kevin Durant, like he's so sick of Perk shit. It's like I don't know, and Perk continue every time Perk like come up with these fabulous lies about how important he was to those OKC teams. Kevin Durant come out of nowhere, like, look, Russ don't say nothing. Like hard, like, but man, KD be on that motherfucker neck. He be like, no, actually, you did not do.
You do not like that guy. So, anyway, gentlemen, Fred is set to come back on Saturday versus, I believe we play
the Kings. They play the Kings Saturday. Yeah,
that should be a win. That should be a dub. That's
you would think, right?
We would think, right?
You would think, right? So coming
down,
is
gonna put Alpy in the fucking torture rack, man.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But again, that's not all-star. That's all-star there. Coming down the stretch, gentlemen, looking at it, we got Sacramento, OKC, Indiana. We got the Pelicans. We got
have an all-star.
Huh?
You act like we shouldn't even have an all-star, bro.
No. Don't get it twisted. We should have an all-star. We should have two all-stars. We sent the wrong one.
Yeah, Jalen.
You know what?
Jalen-
Kudos to Jalen too, y'all. Because Steve, what was the number one thing we were saying last year about Jalen?
Need to mature his shot selection and like he just
And consistency
the
too.
consistency. You know what I'm saying? It's like he
Big
has
step
been,
up this year. Big step up.
yeah, he's
Big step
definitely
up this
stepped
year.
up. He's definitely he has done what I feel like every Rockets fan on earth wanted him to do.
Yeah.
He slowed down. He's matured, and you can see like like that's the thing
He
about
can
this.
get whatever shot he wants.
Like he can get whatever shot he wants, and I feel like honestly he deferred. He started like he defers a little bit too much, you know. Like and as that might be crazy to say, but I feel like it got to a point to where it's just like man, like no man, like just who cares? But again, this goes to the point to where it's like when you have two young budding stars like Alp and and Green, is like. Alp got to get his touches too, and it's just, but like I don't know, it's a situation where Jalen Green has done what I feel like we all wanted him to do. Now it's time for Sengun to do the same.
I mean, but that's why I say that they don't run enough pick and roll between them two. Let them figure it out. Run some pick and roll with them. Jalen, like I said, he's mature. I mean, getting a little cougar over there, that'll help you grow up a little bit, man. Hey.
It's kind of hard though, LG, to run that pick and roll because we don't have knockdown 3-point shooters like that. So that help comes. But
that is the most undefensible play ever created in NBA history, bro.
Well, I mean, and this is why I wish like Reed Shepherd would get his head out of his ass.
Man, Steve, that's it, man. I believe though. I believe.
You believe in a lot, bro. You believe in a lot.
I'm right, baby.
So this, y'all, we all saying the same thing. This is why you don't stand pat at the trade deadline. You should have got a 3-point shooter. You should have got somebody who can consistently stretch the court, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was playing defense, I'd be like, leave Jabari ass over there. We ain't worried about him. He might hit one, but he gonna go 1 for 12. Leave his ass over there. And we're gonna leave everybody else. We're gonna go over there because that's how you defensively scheme against a team, dude. If you don't have a threat of somebody that can hit a shot, you know what you do? Yeah, we'll let him keep shooting until they prove he can consistently hit it. He might hit 1 or 2, but
I mean, it's a situation where I said this last year, and y'all got all huffy puffy with me, especially Jesse. It's like the Rockets. They shoot the ball a lot. They are not a good shooting team. They just shoot the ball a lot. Just because you shoot the ball a lot does not mean like the Rockets still need shooters. Just because you shoot the ball a lot does not make you a shooter.
Let me ask you guys this question. You mentioned Reed Shepherd getting his head out of his ass. What is his deal?
Here's the thing. He made something to the to the league, whatever it is, the G League. Read the 2 games in a row. I'm not supposed to be here. Brought him right back up. I just think Reed get this year out of the way. Just get this year out of the way. He comes back, get a little bit stronger because he's got quickness. His IQ is very high. It's just I think he plays a little too timid for me. That's what it is. And once he realized I think Reed don't think he's supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here, Reed. You're supposed to be here.
See, I don't believe that because it's like this guy, he's basketball royalty in Kentucky. Like his dad played for Kentucky. Like it's just he went to Kentucky was like it's like this is not the same kid that I saw like lighting it up for the Wildcats last year.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what's going on. It could be a confidence issue. I mean, it's like
he don't believe he's supposed to be there.
Those shots that those wide open shots, that he was getting. It's a difference between when you're playing Auburn and when you're playing the Thunder. And he needs to learn how to get his NBA shots off. If that makes any sense to y'all. So I feel like he needs to learn that, and it's just like he definitely needs to go to Vegas this summer. Like I said, for real, like he definitely needs to go to Vegas this summer. He needs to get it together. Like he is a guy who I was very high on. Well documented how high I was on him just because like this Reed Shepherd that I'm seeing is not the guy I saw at Kentucky. The kid I saw at Kentucky, I was like, oh yeah, bet. You know,
Steve, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, dude. Let me jump in right quick, right?
Mhm.
Just exclude yourself from this conversation. You don't watch
All
college
right.
basketball. You don't watch college basketball. You need to watch college basketball. Keep telling you that, dude.
Oh,
So
man.
if y'all remember Reed when he was at Kentucky, I think his problem is they're trying to turn him into a 1 when he's a 2.
he's a 2.
He's a
Mhm.
2.
It's true.
And him having to bring the ball up and set up an offense, his mindset isn't there. His mindset is I'm a 2 and I need to shoot and get my shot off. And if you watch those Kentucky games, you know who was handling the ball a lot when Reed Sheppard was playing? Dillingham.
Yeah,
Dillingham was had the rock in his hand a lot. And Reed just had to concentrate on scoring and shooting, whether it was 2, 3, whatever I'm doing. And the Rockets are trying to turn him into a point guard, which is, I get it. He don't have that ideal height for a 2, but you're trying to make him into like a Trey Lance when he was never a Trey Lance. Trey Lance actually played point in college. He did not play point. He didn't really handle the rock that much.
So
That's the problem.
here's my only retort to that. Okay, and again, I agree with you to a certain extent, but when he's on the floor, whether Jalen's on the floor, whether Fred's on the floor, he is missing wide open shots. Like whether he brings the ball up or he's catching a pin down or a team just forgets he's out there. These are wide open shots that he is missing, and it's not it's not a matter of him bringing the ball up or whatever. It's something going on with his head.
And that's what I'm saying. You having him in a thinking like a point guard when you need to think like a shooter. Like, dude, just go out and shoot. Like,
but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I played the game. I'm sure you played the game. Obviously, Jace played the game. I'm not sure if Steve played the game. Once that ball gets in your hands, you know what the fuck to do with it, bro. It's not sit there and divide the 2, the square root of the hypotenuse. Like, once the ball gets in your hands, you know how to put the ball in the bucket. Like, and right now, whether they're trying to make him into a 1 and he's a 2, and this, like, make the open shot.
Dude, you know what?
That's what we need from you, bro.
Dude, you know what? I'm being real. He might be overthinking it. Like we all saying, he might be overthinking it. And you see a lot of times these dudes, they'll pass up open shots to pass the ball because somebody told him you need to run offense, and that's not how he's wired, right? He needs to have a game like, I'm gonna keep hawking on it because hey, we're gonna be real Jabari Smith. He needs to have a game like Jabari had. Well, could tell him, go shoot the goddamn ball. I don't give a fuck if 3 people on you, you shoot that motherfucker. You're gonna get up at least 25 shots tonight. You have not seen a Rockets game where he's gotten up at least 12 shots.
Dang, what was the third pick, right?
I mean, it's like a Rocket game when he got more than 12 minutes. I'm exaggerating.
That's what I'm saying. But he needs to have a game. He needs to have a game like that where he tell him, look, you're gonna play 30-some minutes tonight and you're gonna put up 25 shots. And we're gonna shoot you back into your rhythm. But to have him playing like that, and you never, this is how you really know it's Udoka need to figure out his role. He never is on the court, even when Fred is out, he's never on with Holiday. Like, bro, let Holiday run the offense and let Reed go do Reed. Like, he does not do that. He'll pull Holiday out, put Reed in, and expect Reed to run point. Like, get that dude some confidence and just tell him, look, you go shoot, you're gonna put up 25 shots tonight. I don't care if they bad shots, good shots. Get back into the flow of playing basketball, and that will probably help him out.
Which brings me directly back to what I said 20 minutes ago with Ime Udoka.
Yeah, he's making some crucial mistakes on that team, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've come full circle.
He's making some crucial mistakes. And
I think we've been a little too hard on Ime. I really do.
Look. I'll say this for Reed. And I'll take Udoka out of this. It's just like we all Rockets fans. We know what happened. We all into it. We don't just look at just the main team. It's like, man, when this motherfucker go down to the valley, he like goddamn Larry Bird. You know, it's like,
but he putting up the shots though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like when he goes down to the valley, it's like he's unstoppable. It's like I just wish it's like the court is like it's just that whatever happens down there in the valley, he need to bring it to H-Town. You know,
I think he just wants to defer, Steve. He wants to defer when he's out there because he's either playing with Jalen or he's got Alpy out there or he's got Amen. He think he's at the bottom of the totem pole. He may need to tell him, like, Reed, you were drafted 3rd overall, bro.
That's what Larry.
You can hoop,
what
dog.
Larry's
You're
just
good
saying.
to go.
Like, yeah,
You're
like,
good to go. You're good to go, man. Like you was drafted this high for a reason, and we need you to play like that. Don't do like Jabari, please. Don't do like Jabari. Don't be another Jabari, Reed. Please, for us.
another third pick overall. Thinking of, I swear for God,
Man.
You don't
But I
get
got
lucky.
faith. I got faith in Reed, man. I got faith.
Well, I mean, this is year one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Here's the issue that we're running into, and again, this is something that we talked about earlier on tonight and in previous shows and in the group thread. We got way too much depth.
We do,
Like,
man. We do.
So let's say we need to fix Reed. Who are we sitting? Like, I don't want us to sit Cam because Cam Cook, and yet we're clearly saying Cam for some odd reason. I don't want us to sit, anybody else other than Jabari Smith. Like, I like Khaled giving us, 4 to 7 minutes. I mean, he's a vet. Obviously, Fred is playing well. We got guys, but where does he fit in?
Yeah, that's the tough thing because I would love to see a lineup with him and Holiday out there, like Larry was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think that could be something good to where, like, let Holiday run the offense and let Reed just kind of come off some screens, let him kind of like just get his shot.
Yep.
Because I feel like the Rockets' second, like, and third units, have you wanted to, like, they struggle to score.
Yeah, they do.
That is a big problem for the Rockets because come deep in the season, come playoff time, stuff like that, you're gonna need to get some scoring from your bench. And I feel like you have a situation where, look, again, we talked about this earlier. Tinker, see what's going on, like try some stuff, whatever like that. But I would like to see that. I would like to see I tell you something, a person who I want to see some more out of, and it's impossible to ask more out of this guy because he's still recovering from his injury, but it's like, Tari Eason, step on up, sir. It's like pre-injury, is just like, and I know it is like, I hate to be that guy, but it's like, I need him to eventually get back to how he was balling pre-injury. Now, I know this is a tough injury to come back from, but it's like, man, if we can just get him getting back close to I think that will cure a lot of what ails us. If we can get Tari kind of back to where he was going, where he was at, and just try to figure something out with this second unit. Because it's like, we have, like I said earlier, we have our 5, and we need to get those 3 other guys who we can depend on down the stretch. And we'll see what's happening. Like I said, starting Saturday, I think the Rockets needed this little couple days. I really do. So I think this was a brutal stretch. I think they were tired, to be honest. And I think this couple of days will do them some good. And we'll see Saturday. Like, Saturday starts another, the last show was like, hey, very important stretch here. And like, now this is a pretty important stretch here for the Rockets because now it's make or break time. Because look, I watched the Mavericks and the Lakers game the other night. It's like the shift in the West is happening. I just watched the Warriors beat the Magic here, just like right here over my shoulder. It's like, look, like the Rockets cannot stand pat. I mean, they did at the trade deadline. It is time to put up or shut up because, like, the Rockets need to start stacking some wins and stay competitive in this thing because it's like you were second, and then now it's just like the Rockets could go from being second in the West to like being in the play-in. It's just it's like
it could happen.
It could happen in this West because it's like you look around the West and it's like everybody's kind of jockeying for position. It's like the Mavs are. Look, they're still playing some good ball. They could have won that game the other night, but it's like Luka just went like nuclear. You know what I'm saying? Luka just went crazy.
Luka on him.
Yeah, Luka
but they also didn't have all their bigs to beat them up on the inside. That's going to be a whole different team when they got all their bigs back.
Yeah, it's like, So it's like
Yeah.
you look at the
Pablo had
Lakers.
41. Just throwing that out there. Pablo had 41.
Do you remember the text I sent? We'll never see nothing like this from Jabari.
Pablo had 41.
Luck of the draw, baby. Luck of the draw.
Look, yeah,
I didn't
look,
start
look,
it.
but it's like, you know, it's one of those things where like you look at the Lakers, you look at the Nuggets, you look, the T-Wolves have been playing much better as of late. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, but
whatever
they
was
got
going
an
on
alpha.
whatever was going on in Minnesota, they've kind of like put it back together, and like the T-Wolves been playing like better as of late. You know, the Suns, you know, like, so, I mean, whatever, like, you know, but it's just like it is like it's getting spooky in the West for the you better keep up, or you're gonna get left behind.
We're sitting right now at the fourth spot at 37-22. Denver, Memphis, and OKC are above us. The Lakers are smack dab on the heels, and the Clippers are sitting there at the sixth spot. Golden State, Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento, Browning, the play-in tournament stuff. Real talk, like to your point, Coach. We lose 5, you know, without getting a couple wins in there. We're gonna be in the nice speed.
I'm glad Steve said what I've been saying, even though you didn't want to take that serious. That was a brutal stretch, bro. That was a real brutal stretch. Them back-to-back, flying back-to-back games. Dude, I said it last night, bro. A Central Conference home game, dude, and halftime was at like 10 o'clock at night. Dude, that is crazy, bro. Whoever's in that league office, they need to start with that scheduling. They don't need that ever again, bro. Ever. Dude,
Okay, I said it privately. I'm gonna say it publicly. I refuse to subscribe to a narrative that blames the flight and times of games for a reason for you guys playing bad. I refuse to subscribe to that
I'm not
because
saying it was an excuse.
Here's the thing.
It was real brutal.
Here is the thing. There are other teams that are in this league that have to do the exact same thing.
No, bro. Dude, I actually really looked, and the Knicks do not play a game past 7 o'clock, no matter what time zone they in.
I am pretty sure, Larry. I am pretty sure that there are teams that have to do the exact same thing.
No, bro.
And their fans do not get on their respective podcasts and radio shows and bitch and moan at the fact that
they all have travel.
Team is playing at 9 o'clock and it should be 8 o'clock.
Bro,
that's an excuse for bad behavior and bad play.
I mean, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just come right out to say it. It's like I think they play way too many back-to-backs. I think they play way too many back-to-backs, and that's not just the Rockets. That's just the NBA as a whole. It's like it dilutes the product when you have these, like, because people want to talk about like low man stuff. It's like it's like when you have all these back-to-backs and these three and 4 nights, stuff like that. Again, nobody's really whining for the players so that they make a lot of money, so that should be expected of them. But it's like it does dilute the product because it's like, I mean, look, they're human. They get tired. And
I mean, dude, I'll go even further. I'll go even further, and I'm gonna bring up a bad subject. That goddamn Brooklyn Nets loss, dude. That was a mental lapse, bro.
It really was, man.
If you look at those games, bro, we was literally flying all over the East Coast, back to back to back. We had a game where we played, I think it was Boston. Then we had to fly back to Houston, then fly back to Jersey, dude. In like 3 days, bro. 3 days, like that.
But Larry, do you remember who they played the night previously?
They played who was it?
The New York.
The Knicks.
They played New York, and then they played the Nets. They ain't going nowhere.
They didn't even have to switch hotels.
No, but I'm saying, we had to, we had to go back. We had to go back to the East Coast. We played Boston first, then we had to go to Atlanta, then fly back to New York, then play 2 back-to-backs, dude. That was just tired, dude. I'm gonna say that was a mental lapse. I'm gonna chalk that up as a mental lapse, bro.
They didn't have to go through TSA, Larry.
I know that, man. All they had to do was go. I know that, man. All they had to do was cross the bridge, man. That's all they had to do.
They just got in the bus. They just got in the bus. They just drove across the Brooklyn.
Stop
you, brother. Hey.
For a cheese pizza and kept moving. What are you talking about, my God?
I'm just saying, bro, that they had a brutal stretch of games, bro. It was real tough. And I'm proud of them, man, because they showed up in Boston, man. Hey, so look, they had a mental lapse in Brooklyn, but they showed up in Boston.
I hear what you're trying to paint, bro, and I respect
Look,
it. I respect it.
dude. But I'm gonna just tell you,
I'm
real
not-
talk serious, dude.
I
And and this is on some for real stuff, bro. Like, name one team in the NBA this season, whether they were playing at home or on the road, have started at 9 o'clock in that time zone. 9 o'clock.
You know what, Larry? I'm not sure, but I think there was a Bucks and Cavs game that started like real late like that earlier in the season. I mean, it's not like they've had some Central Time Zone teams start these like ridiculous late games.
But
So it's not
we-
just the Rockets.
Dude, but the Rockets didn't play like
There was
three
there was
of
a
them.
there was a Thunder game. There was a Thunder Warriors game in OKC that started at 9 o'clock.
Dude, I know we didn't play like three of them, bro. And I'm gonna tell you
Mhm.
right now, dude, it's one of them things, dude. If you used to playing at a certain time, it don't matter what the time zone you in, but if you used to play at that certain time zone, your brain get wired that way, dude. I'm
Mhm.
like, you know the reason why Floyd Mayweather moved to Vegas? Because he would always have fights in Vegas and he wanted to be on Vegas time. When he went and trained, he didn't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go spar. You know what time he was sparring? At 8 o'clock at night, because he said that's the same time that his fights would start, 8 or 9 o'clock Vegas time. Because your brain get wired into that, dude, especially when you're talking about like your sleep patterns, all this stuff. I'm not making no excuse for him. I'm just saying is that it may have caused some of these dumbass losses that we've had, because we've had quite a few. The Nets was just the worst, but we've had quite a few of these losses in this little stretch that they've been through. And Aaron, I don't care what you say, even the announcers were saying it was brutal. You know, even Kevin Murphy and them came on saying it was a brutal stretch, bro. It was.
They get paid to say that, and I give that to them. But at the end of the day, you still got to win the games that are in front of you.
Well, thank you. Thank you to anybody that was thinking about sponsoring our show, man. Series just killed the deal.
I'm looking at win-loss, and right here, it doesn't say time zone difference. It doesn't say. It just doesn't. You have to. I don't want to do the tough man argument, but I'm gonna do the tough man argument. Like,
I mean, but you gotta remember, we ain't got a team full of proven vets, man. These dudes probably got a PlayStation appointment or something that they messing up.
Yeah, man. It's like, look, I mean, that's part of it too, Larry. I mean, again, you have a young team, and these dudes they go out there, they play, and then what do? They ain't going back to the hotel and going to go get a good night.
They playing Call of Duty,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Yeah, they up playing Call of Duty
or
dances
and shit.
Man, look,
they
man,
in
look.
the park with Jesse on 2K, man.
Look. Like I said, man. Look, man. Fortnite OG season 2 just dropped not too long ago, man. Them boys own that tough.
They own it.
Man. They own it tough.
It's only
You know what I'm
like
saying?
4 of them that can even get in the club, man.
Yeah.
All the rest of them ain't even 21.
They drinking juice boxes, with crazy people playing Fortnite.
They haven't learned. They haven't learned. I take my butt to bed at night because I got a game the next day. They don't have these contracts with LeBron with the hyperbaric chamber that's portable. They don't have all that, bro.
Well, no, because after the games, when like Udoka like breaks it down with it, he like, all right, so what's the move, fellas? Where we going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because
It
what I'm saying? It may like, yeah, what's the move, fellas? Like, it's like, what we doing? What we doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I don't know. It's something to think about, but it's like I don't care. It's like, I'm not gonna say, oh, the Rockets' circadian rhythm is off, so therefore the Rockets are sleepy, guys. So that's why they losing games. Boy.
Larry tried to throw this at me, bro. Like, I can't subscribe to that. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, fatigue is one thing, but it's like. Yeah, it's like these games. It happens. It's like, because it's, again, what I always say on our other show. Sports is a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN needs those slots to fill, and ESPN slotted a game that's in the Central Time Zone to start it, very late.
Very late.
So it's like, I didn't see I didn't see the second half of that game. Full disclosure, because I was asleep because I'm here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, all right, boys, I'll find out what happens in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
I think the only person that really need to be worried about rest is Mr. Green on that team. I think,
Yeah.
and maybe Adams. That's it. Everybody else is young, man. They shouldn't be worried about no.
Exactly, Jesse. Thank you. It's like these a bunch of young guys and stuff like that. We should be like, oh, they tired. You know,
Yeah, but you know, even when you're young, man, you can go to the club
22-year-old, they're
4
so
days.
sleepy. They're tired.
That fifth day get you. That fifth day get you. It always do. Hey, look. Hey, don't make me go there. Hey, Jesse thought he could hang until he went to Vegas. And he said,
Hey, man. That's a different ball game now, especially as I got older, man. As I got older, oh man,
that's nasty work there, LG. Like Vegas is a totally different thing, man.
I'm just saying. So you think you can keep going when you're young until that fifth day catch up on you, and you be
man.
Like,
nah, he's right there.
See, that's your fault. Nobody should spend more than 3 days in Vegas anyhow.
No, I'm saying, even as a young dude,
we changed that quick.
Yeah,
nobody should spend more than 3 days in Vegas.
I'm just saying, as a young dude, you think you could
anything that happens to you on day 4 or 5 in Vegas, that's on you. That's not on Vegas. That's on you for being in Vegas more than 3 days. That's on you. That's perfect.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, bro. You think you can keep pushing yourself?
Yeah.
Then you be like, nah, brother. Hey, I just played 4 NBA games. You know what them dudes? They probably went and played a pickup game in between and a practice. Man, yeah, they catch up to you. I ain't making no excuses for them. It's still they've had some bad, horrible losses. You know what? I'm gonna just say this. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm in a standpoint right now of whatever happened, I want to see the fallout from this, right? And I'm saying, when I say I want to see the fallout, no matter if we make the playoffs in the play-in, whatever seed we end up in, I don't see us as a team we're not going to the finals. I mean, it'd be miraculous if we made it to the Western Conference Finals. But maybe we could pull a first round upset or something like that. But I want to see the fallout. And if we still got Jabari on the team, or we still got all this depth and they don't want to trade and get that really good vet on the team, or let's just say something happened and we still bring back Udoka or, whoever. I don't want us to stand pat no more, bro. No more.
Well, again, I didn't want us to stay pat now, and yet we did, and that seems to be the move and the MO of this current rendition of the Houston Rockets. So with what we currently have, I don't foresee us, to your point, being a big factor in this current playoff structure, especially with the moves that were made around us.
But they could offload. They could offload. They could offload a lot of this young depth that we got. And I hate to say it, dude, but like I told you in the chat, bro, if we could get a really good vet and it cost us Cam, I'm all with it.
Well, I said that on last Launchpad. I was like, as much as I hate to say it, it's like Cam Whitmore is not a Rocket next year, I don't think, going into next season, because he's going to be part of a trade in the offseason. Because it's like, I feel like, yeah, you stood pat at the trade deadline, which, again, like, I was kind of on board with it. But then when everybody else started making moves and the Rockets were like, no, we're fine. That's when I was like, okay, what are we doing here? So I feel like because of that, like, reluctance to make a trade at the trade deadline, I feel like the Rockets will be active this summer. And I think if I'm a team, any package that I do with the Rockets would include Cam Whitmore. So,
yeah. I meant to say it earlier. The thing with Cam and the Rockets are doing the same dumbass shit again. You know who Cam remind me of? Dude, y'all remember watching games with KJ Martin? KJ would ball. And he would have a game and he scored like 25. And then you know what they do the next game? He's playing 3 minutes or he's sitting. And he never got a chance to really develop.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, now we'll trade him for a second. We'll just push him out to the side. They never gave him the opportunity to develop into a player that he should have been for us, man. And
now it comes to the point to where he looked like he lost on the court now when he go out there. Yeah. It looks like he don't know what to do. Like it's not cool, man. Because I'm a big Cam fan. I think his ceiling is really high, but I mean, it is what it is, man.
if you know it's a difference between shooters and scorers. Cam is a scorer.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
If
He
you're a
is.
scorer, you can't play with 8 minutes like that. You got to give them consistent minutes, bro. You can't tell Cam, okay, Cam, you come on the court for 5 minutes today, but you're gonna play 12 minutes tomorrow. Like Cam never really gets. I think the most I've ever seen him play all season is maybe like 18 minutes, dude. And y'all talking about Reed, dude. You can't even send Cam down to the G League no more because he killing them dudes. He make them dudes
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like they
yeah.
freaking middle schoolers.
Yeah, he's too good for the G League. He's entirely
Yeah,
too
bro.
good. But then
Yeah.
he's too good to sit on the bench. So I understand,
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, send him down to the G League to do what? To like drop 58.
4 minutes
You
yesterday.
know, you know, it's like him playing against
I
the
remember-
main Red Ants and
Oh.
you know whatever like that. They don't do nothing for him. They don't do
No.
nothing for him at all.
He
You
don't even
know,
break no sweat. He don't even break
No.
no sweat to 40 on them. Like nothing. Like he needs to be that guy that, like I say, you give him a consistent 18, 20 minutes a game and say, you know what, when you come in the game, you shoot until your goddamn hand fall off. Like, dude, he needs to be like what's the guy? He wins 6 million a year like every year. I forgot his name with all the handles.
You talking about Jamal
Oh,
Crawford?
Jamal
Jamal
Crawford.
Crawford.
He needs to be like Jamal Crawford. You come off the bench, we don't give a damn what else you do, you score. You
Mhm.
score, we're gonna give you because Jamal Crawford literally he played so many minutes, they was damn near like, bro, you like a starter though, even though you a 6-man, but he would always get consistent minutes no matter what team he was on. And you knew you was getting that instant offense. Cam is instant offense, and that's one of the problems because I feel like they trying to please too many people and give other people minutes instead of giving consistent minutes to the guys that need to give it to.
Yeah, I mean Cam. I mean, and another guy you can bring up is Lou Williams. Lou
Yeah.
Williams
Yeah.
was
Oh,
a
yeah,
guy
that's
who
a
was
good-
like
yeah.
Lou Williams.
Yeah.
He won 6 man of the year a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It's just because that was his thing. It's like if you're not gonna start him, let him be the 6th man. He come in at the first break of the first quarter and end up playing 25, 20, 28 minutes. You just don't start. You know, you got to give guys like this the opportunity to go out there and play. You know, if it's not about being a starter. It's about, like, again, are you one of those? Because Jamal Crawford didn't start very often, but he was like on those Clippers teams, stuff like that. He was on the court in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and that's important.
He was instant offense, and he was good free throw line.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I still believe that Cam and Jalen needs to play more together. I'm a stickler for that. I really believe they need to play more together because they can really feed off each other. I really do believe that, man. But
Well,
I'm not
you know,
gonna-
Yeah, and they do need again. It's like people say, "Oh, well, it don't work. It don't work." Well, the sample size is so small
There we go.
with those two
There we
playing
go.
together. It's like, again, let them keep playing together. Let them try to work it out and get a. They're not even, like, again, I hate to keep like going back to Udoka, but it's like he's not even giving these guys a chance to form any chemistry.
Mhm.
You know. And then he gets mad when they go out there and like, oh, well, give them 3 minutes out there together and it's not working. It's like, let these guys build that chemistry. As simple as that.
You know what, y'all? I would love to see what those practices look like. For real. Like, for real. Like, the good nose diving practices. I would really like to see what those look like, man.
But just you forgot they don't really practice like that no more. They like
They don't.
NFL players now. They don't really practice like that.
Wow.
But
It's more shoot around.
Yeah, they don't really practice like that.
It's more shoot around. They be in there playing 21 and shit. That's practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Hey,
Yeah, he ain't lying.
I'm not lying.
you know, this what I would like to see from Udoka, and I don't know if somebody's told him this or he just being too damn stubborn. We keep blowing these 20-point leads, right? When we get down to like the last, I'm gonna say 2 minutes of the third quarter, we got these 20-point leads. Bring Cam, bring Reed in and say, look, y'all just go out here and shoot. And if this lead go from 20 to 30, we're gonna hold it down in the fourth quarter. But if y'all play the last 2 minutes of the third and however many minutes begin this fourth, let Jalen and all them rest on the bench. Bring in Steven, let Alpy, all of you ain't got to pull all your starters out, but put the combination of your scores on the court and see what happens, and then say, okay, well, look, if I see the lead getting to like 12, I'm gonna pull y'all, but y'all just go out there and score, and that might help us from quit blowing these 20-point leads because you could easily.
The problem with that is, Larry, is if he does that and it goes south, We're going to
Yeah.
be on this very network.
No. But I'm saying you give them a little bit of a leash. You tell them, look, if y'all push it to 30, I'm gonna let y'all ride. But if it fall to 12, 15, something like that, you see these other coaches do it all the time. If it fall down, then I'm gonna pull y'all out. I'm gonna put Jalen and all them back in, and y'all go close the game. The problem is he tried to play Jalen too many minutes because he got a 20-point lead. He trying to play all these other starters too many minutes, and then now when the fourth quarter come around, they blowing these leads.
So here's the thing.
Everybody know that you can easily push that lead up.
Here's the thing. If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it, right? When's the last time the Rockets went into a fourth quarter and felt comfortable to do that?
Man, that's been happening for years.
If you don't
though,
try
man.
it, you don't. But if
Yeah.
you
You know
don't,
what I'm
if you don't
Yeah,
at
that's
least
the
try
thing.
it, you don't know.
That's
Like,
just a signal we got, man. That's been
I'm
happening
all
for years.
trying new things and trying to figure stuff out, but at the end of the day, if you put, Reed and Cam and Steven Adams and Tari in the game or whatever the case may be, and it goes south,
I'm not saying pull them all, but dude, I'm saying like you ever watch the Nuggets games, bro?
I watched
You'll
tons of them.
see the third quarter, and you'll see Jokic come out and Jamal Murray will stay in the game, and then they'll put Jokic back in probably 8-9 minutes in the fourth quarter, and then Jamal Murray come back out for a few minutes and then come back in. He don't do that. He will leave out there Jalen Green and Alpy and all them dudes. He just leave them out there, knowing that they just created this 20-point lead in the third quarter. He'll leave them out there to begin the fourth. And then now you see him gasping and they giving up the lead. Like, dude, he has to learn how to combination of his starters and his bench, and when to pull your starters out, certain starters, and intertwine them with the bench, and then see what happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to pull out all of your starters, but pull out, like, I'm gonna just say pull out. Damn sure got to pull out Jabari because he can't be shooting that bad.
You should be starting to begin with. But anyway,
pull that dude out and see
The
what
hate is
happens.
real for Jabari.
Like I said, if you got a 20-point lead going into the fourth, which we've seen numerous times, I ain't gonna lie, I would be like, Reed, go get your shots up, bro. And if the lead get too close, I'm pulling you out.
That's the problem I have with this mentality, because what happens is last time we sat in this very meeting, we talked about the inability to close out games. And what happens is you got guys going down there running and gunning, shooting all these shots, getting these shots up, trying to get themselves in the stat column. And all of a sudden, that 20-point lead is now cut to 11. And now we got the frog in our throat. And now we're throwing passes to wrong people. We got Amen Thompson throwing a bullet pass to D'Lo, who's not on our roster, who's hitting the jumper. And all of a sudden, we're talking about, it's the time difference stuff.
That one hurt.
Let me reboot you on
that one hurt.
Let me reboot you on that, bro.
We can't have our cake and eat it too here.
What's the easiest shot? It's not a 3-pointer.
It's a
He's
layup.
leaving all the dudes. He leaving all the dudes on the court that want to jack up threes. Dude, Cam don't shoot that many threes. He's a scorer. He's a slasher. He
I
get into
will
the
say
cup.
this, I have seen Cam pull more threes than I have seen him taking brother off the court and put him in the bucket. Let's keep it a whole bean here.
No,
our whole team, as a collective, we got a bunch of damn jump shooters. Amen Thompson is the only brother who I can put money on and say, we gonna go right.
Yeah.
But Jalen too. Jalen goes to the cup. Jalen gets a lot of
Jalen goes to the cup, but he
must have to sit back there and shoot.
Yeah, he falls in love with the three.
He'll fall in love with that 3-ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll fall in love with it. But rightfully so though. Jalen a scorer too though. But yeah, sometimes he'll fall in love with that, especially if they're not stopping you going to the goal. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, it's
Keep
just
going, bro.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like to Larry's point, it's like that late third, early fourth. That's a time where I would like to see like that Holiday, Reed, Tari type lineup on there. That's a good time to have that lineup, because with that combination where it's like, again, you got somebody who can score, who can shoot. You got a couple of good defenders and stuff like that on the court. That would be a time where I would love to see like that type of lineup on the court for the Rockets instead of the bang bang shoot them up. Let's go up and down the court, type lineup. So,
and I'll go even further. You know who been being the real adult, and I wouldn't mind seeing with that lineup? Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks been being an adult.
You know what? It's funny. We are an hour and 10 minutes into the show, and this is the first time we have mentioned Dillon Brooks.
Dude, hey, Dillon, hey,
bravo.
took a minute. Hey, Dillon's been being an adult, man. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, especially in Boston. Dillon saved our ass in Boston.
Yeah,
bro.
he did. He's been stepping up, man. He's been playing good. He's been playing good.
And I don't know what they said to him. I don't know. Maybe he got a little something. I don't know, man. But his temper, have you noticed? I haven't seen him get a tick in probably like the last couple of games, bro. Like to be Dillon this under control, Dillon. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody had a little man-to-man with him or something. I don't know.
Man, that's that Houston cooking, man. That boy eating good out here.
Man, hey, look, that boy, he didn't find. Like I say, man, he didn't find him a little something out here, man. He been being an adult, man. Like real talk, Dillon been being an adult.
You know what? Like I said, it's funny that like an hour and 10 minutes to this show is the first mention of Dillon Brooks. It's like, you know what, Dillon, I'm proud of you.
I had to get all the Jabari out of my system, man.
It's like he has become a real boy. You know what I'm saying? It is like it is amazing. It's like
Pinocchio.
I was hypercritical when the Rockets like brought in Dillon Brooks. Like seriously,
not me, y'all.
Yeah, like that. Jesse, much to your point, Jesse's like, oh no, I like that. I'm like, no, we don't. We don't need a Dillon Brooks. But it's like we need this Dillon Brooks. It's like this Dillon Brooks we need. We need a whole bunch of that. It's just again, we've talked about this, we've talked about that, but it's like the one person who would have thought that the one person who's been consistent, who has been on his grind, who has been himself, not even himself. I mean, maybe this is the new Dillon Brooks, but it's like it's just look. He things got a little wacky the other night in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
They always do.
Yeah, but you know that's gonna be like that.
I understand. I understand why things got kind of tense in Memphis the other night. But I mean, whatever. It's like, but Dillon Brooks has been mature. He has stayed within himself, and it's not. He's been playing well, and that's the most important key piece of this. It's like Dillon Brooks. As much as I hate to admit it, he has been kind of like the glue that has kind of kept this team together at times. Mm-hmm. And it's just crazy to say that, knowing like it's Dillon Brooks we talking about here. Right?
Very timely bucket. Yeah, timely buckets when we need them. When we need them.
Goddamn Brooks is the adult in the room. We're in trouble, y'all. We are in fucking trouble. Dillon Brooks is the adult in the room.
That's like saying Draymond is the adult in the room, man.
Oh, man. For real.
The steady hand of the Houston Rockets right now is Dillon Brooks. This guy.
Let's go, Dillon. DB.
This guy is the one steadying the damn ship. It's like somebody help me, please.
Like I say, man, that I haven't even seen him get a tick or nothing. When have you ever known Dillon to go more than 4 or 5 games without at least getting close to getting a tick?
No, Dillon is one of those dudes. You hate to play against him, but you love to play with him. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, man.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Jesse, so you trying to say Dillon Brooks is me?
I need to get out there real quick and get you on the floor.
Hate to play against me, but love playing with me.
I need that teach time real quick. Get you on the floor. I ain't playing.
Look, man. Hey, you know what? And because remember, we all went on we was on the show before they went on this tough road stretch, right? And we all said the Boston game, because Boston beat the brakes off of us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we blunt tonight. They beat the shit out of us. Like, dude, they literally they kicked the crap out of us and then ran the car over us. And I was like, look, I just want to see them compete. Like, you cannot. You cannot have a team kick the crap out of you one game and you don't even show up the next. You have to compete. Right. Show them who you are. And for that game, for them to pull that game out, bro, I was like, okay, we got something in the kitchen, bro. My bad. But we got something that we could brew up over here. So now you just need to, tinkle with it a little bit, man. Like I said, I think that the problem is if if we could have made I ain't gonna say I didn't want the Jimmy Butler trade, but if we could have packaged and got another proven guy who can shoot and still
Kevin Durant.
the league, dude, we might be still in second. We might still. Well, Kevin Durant was on his Kevin Durant typical BS. I don't want to trade in the middle of the season because I might be in championship form because we're out of playoffs right now. I want to stay here, but it is what it is. But I mean, and I honestly, if we would have made that trade, I think that we probably would have been still holding on to 2. Because I mean, think about it. You got a vocal leader like Dylan. You got like Eamon and all them dudes who really play defense. Kevin just want to come in and ball. He just want to come in and shoot. He don't want to face. He don't want to do nothing.
I didn't want Kevin Durant.
I'm not saying I didn't want him.
2 years. 2 years. Give us about 2 years.
I wanted marketing.
Me too. I wanted
We
marketing.
all wanted marketing, but I mean, it's like that. That ain't happening.
But see, what they did was when I went back and read it, the Jazz signed him one day after would have been 6 months from the trade deadline. So he was ineligible to be traded because he signed that max deal. But he's still only making like 20-something million a year. Now, y'all gonna hate me, and I went back and I thought about it, right? The dude don't play no defense, but we could have got him super cheap, dude. Man, we could have got Vucevic from the Bulls, bro. I would have loved that pickup too, to back up Alfie.
So you would have moved. So you moved
Alfie down to the same player.
No.
Right.
I'm saying
they pretty much the same guy.
Yeah, but that dude rebounds he rebounds his ass off, dude, and he can.
Go.
But I'm saying when you pull out Sengun, he would have been another scorer, dude. I'm just being real, dude. That dude can score his ass off. Like he would have been another guy if we're not gonna play no defense to score. Because I was thinking about it, and then he has played the 4 a couple of times, so we could move him around a little bit. But yeah, that would have been another good pickup. But yeah, dude,
the guy to get, and the damn Trailblazers were leaving him on the curb. All the Rockets had to do is just go by the house and pick him up. Williams.
Yeah,
like, it was right. The Blazers were like, here, y'all. Look, y'all just got to come by the house. We'll leave him on the curb. Just come get him.
Yep.
and like,
yeah, I wouldn't mind Robert Williams too. He's not gonna give us that scoring, but he'll give us the rebounding and the defense when he's healthy. But but I don't know. For some reason in Portland they like collecting ones and fives.
Ones and fives, yeah. Whole team made of ones and fives. It's like
nobody can play a 2 or a 3. Hey, they got a 6'3" small forward. But yeah, dude, like I say, man, that was the game that I wanted to see something out of them, and I get it. We had some bonehead stuff. I would have loved that Knicks game, man. We had to hear crap on the show.
Yeah, that Knicks game. Good grief.
That was another one we should have had.
Another one should have won, but it's like,
Yeah.
So then you lose that Knicks game, and then we all know what happened the next night.
That one hurt, bro. That shot from D'Lo with his stanky ass, that hurt, man. That hurt, man. That really
remember
the whole game. Crashed the whole game. The whole game.
Remember, they were sleep deprived. You remember that? They were
that long trip from Manhattan to Brooklyn, man.
From Manhattan to Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, man.
They shouldn't have stopped on the turnpike to get a sub, man. They just went all the way through. They just kicked them right there in the fourth quarter. I'm not really
those are games we shouldn't lose. That's a game you don't lose. You don't lose to Brooklyn, man. I'm sorry,
man.
You just don't, man.
Look, man, we lost that Brooklyn game, but the one that really pissed me off the most, we lost that damn Utah game, bro. That was a game that we should have
again.
won.
It's like
who was that dude that scored 30? Like I wouldn't even really know who. No. It was the point guard. I guess the point guard or the shooting guard, whoever he is. I don't even know who he is. He had 30.
I thought it was Market had like 24, 25. He outplayed Jalen.
Keontae George went.
There you
nuclear.
Go. Keontae, yeah.
That went nuclear.
Yeah, he went crazy, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. I think. Look, we all can agree. Anytime we lose to the Jazz, it makes my blood. It just You know,
This reincarnation of the Jazz is even worse.
you know, exactly. Like the Jazz that actually stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just these are the type of games like we've been talking about for the last. These are the type of games where the Rock, again, you can't win them all, but these are the kind of games you gotta beat the Utahs, the Brooklyns, the Charlottes. You gotta beat these teams. These are the teams you gotta beat. This is how you stack up these wins. So
there you go.
So when you play the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Cavs, when you play, you know, it's like, all right, well, whatever. But it's like you can't lose to those upper echelon teams and have these nights where they just mail it in against the Jazz and the Blazers and shit like that. You can't do that. You know.
Hey, you know what else I was looking at, y'all? The 4th and 5th seed, Rockets, Lakers. I don't want to play the Lakers.
I don't
want to play the Lakers.
I want no part of that.
I want no part of that.
No part of that
At all.
Dude,
As a matter of fact, I will say this: I would rather us drop down to the 6th seed.
Yeah.
no.
You know, than go with these Lakers. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing.
No, bro. Hey, no.
And you know, kudos to whatchamacallit, to JJ Redick for starting whatchamacallit at point guard. What's his name? Austin Reeves. That's a coaching move. That's a coaching move. And he's thriving. He's thriving at point guard.
Once again,
I don't think that's gonna blast in the playoffs.
I don't want to be the dead horse, but just go right back to my man Jesse and his "I have faith in inmate" comment.
Man, I still feel about eBay, Aaron. Man. Do you remember what the Rockets looked like before he got there? And look at where we are now.
We all do, yeah. That's the thing.
I gotcha, but see, here's the deal. I am glad to where we have come from where we were. I would like us to take the next step to become better and progress. And we've seen teams make the leap from here to here. We seem to be stuck right here in this middle part.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have man. No, sir. I am not going to.
Everybody want now. I want it now.
Look. We saw OKC do it. I mean, it's just like, why can't you have it now?
They got a different beast in OKC. Jay a different beast, man. He's a different beast.
But they also didn't make it out the first round either.
No disrespect to Shane. Okay, right now the OKC Thunder are first place, first in the Western Conference. They have the second best record in the whole league, and their guys are drinking their yoo-hoos with a crazy straw, just like ours.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they also are not playing the fourth quarter. Shai Gilgeous has literally missed like 30 games in the fourth quarter because they're like blowing dudes out.
Now, why is that, Larry?
Because they're blowing teams out. They're a big difference.
No.
Big difference.
Which would mean that they are able to sit guys in the fourth quarter because their team doesn't blow fourth quarter leads like the team that we're talking about now. Which they be right back to coaching.
That team is we've
been talking about the Rockets' depth all the whole.
Well, let me take that back. They haven't missed on too many of their draft picks either. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
What's up, pick? Oh, Jabari draft pick.
Dude. And while you been around, what's his name? Is it Jalen Williams? Jalen Williams was in that same draft class, bro.
Yeah,
and I would take Jalen Williams any day.
We all would.
I'm just saying for right now, dude. This is just me, right? I would love it if we work our way to the third seed, because then we probably end up playing the Clippers.
I was gonna say to play the Clippers.
We could beat the Clippers.
Yeah,
I don't want to see no parts of no Nuggets. No,
I don't care about the Nuggets.
I don't want to see no parts of no Nuggets. No, brother. I don't want to see. You know how hard it is to knock Jokic out of the playoffs, bro? Dude, Dallas had to like scrap that out, bro. Like, dude, I don't want to see no parts of no Nuggets, bro. In all honesty, and I know serious, people are talking crap about them right now, but I'm just saying is that AD is not out for the season. That Mavs team is playing good. Jason Kidd can coach his ass off, bro. And if I'm not saying that they will, but if they get all of their bigs back with the dude, Dinwiddie was playing fucking out of his mind the other day, bro.
I I am not subscribing to a narrative where the Dallas Mavericks are anywhere playing.
I don't want, but I'm saying, do you want to see them playing them in the first round and they got all their bigs back?
They gotta win the play-in, bro.
It don't matter. They just need to get in the play-in, bro. Do you want to see that team?
And
with all their
let's keep
bigs
it a
back?
bean. Let's keep it a bean. I don't have them winning. Do you have them beating Golden State? You got to beat
You want for the
Minnesota
play-in?
in the play-in.
With all their bigs? Yeah, it can be done. It can be done.
And if
Because
Harvey said,
Golden State, the thing about Golden State is they not that big, bro. And in the playoffs, we all know it's gonna slow it down. You're gonna go to more of a half-court game, and
you know what? They got that dude named Playoff Hemi. He's out on playoff.
I need to see him. I need to see him, bro. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Golden State-
isn't he Houston adjacent?
Yeah, he is.
Man, man, that dude-
Look. Jimmy Butler said it himself. He represent Pasadena. He hates
yeah,
Houston.
he don't even like Houston.
Because he is from Pasadena, Texas. That's
Yeah, man.
no, it's
that
like
dude-
we don't do the
He didn't-
Jason stuff with Jimmy Butler because
He didn't inhale too many of them fumes out there, man. That's his problem.
yeah,
But-
boy, fucking on that damn refinery
Yeah.
slug out there, man.
Yeah.
With his brain. Yeah,
Yeah. But I'm just saying, bro, is that I wouldn't want to see that team, dude. I don't want to see Minnesota. They don't even have Gobert back. I don't want to see that team.
He gets punched on so many times. I'm worried about Gobert.
But I'm just saying that defense from Gobert, dude, is he straps it up in the playoffs, bro. Like I don't want to see them. I would much rather see work our way into that 3, take the Clippers, let these other ones, beat each other up, and we can catch one of them wounded. And we'll see what happens.
And look, we'll see we'll get what we asking for. We'll see the Clippers and boy Kawhi be healthy than the motherfucker, man. He'll be the healthy.
All his green juice.
This man crazy, dog.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Let's work out something to
over
it. We're ready to see Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. Go right on ahead. Let's do that.
I mean, the West is. We already said the West is a gauntlet, regardless, bro. The West
It is.
a gauntlet.
It is.
If you're trying to be strategical, dude, you don't want to see some of those teams at the bottom, bro. Because you think about it, I don't even want to see Golden State. If I'm the Rockets, I don't want to see them.
I'll be honest with you.
A lot of people don't want to see Golden State, bro. A lot of people don't want to
Oh
see.
yeah.
Don't think it'll be a problem. Don't think it'll be a
But
problem.
the worst thing happened is Jimmy Butler. He was the number 1 option in Miami. Now he has everything focused on Curry. He gets to do whatever the hell he wants to do. Like,
But he's also helping Curry out too now. Now Curry went.
Yeah, Curry
He
dropped
was
52
tonight.
tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
50
It was all Curry tonight. But I mean, like Jimmy Butler there, he is taking on some of the because you could see it. Like, well, Steph Curry was like because Draymond
he's
was
refreshed.
he you could see
He believed.
weighing on Curry. You could see it because it's like
Yeah.
at this stage of his career, he can't do that every
there
night.
you go. That's it.
He can't. But
Yeah.
with Jimmy Butler there, Jimmy Butler can be like, all right, Steph, take the night off. I got it.
That is.
And
Yeah.
that is what's going to make them so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And if they both rolling at the same time,
oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
And again, we don't need to talk about the Lakers dealing with the Lakers. We know what that's about to be. We know how that's about to pop off.
Yeah,
So,
I want no parts of the Lakers.
LeBron is playing. He's 40.
I want no parts of that. No
Dude,
parts of that.
But I'm
No.
gonna be real with y'all, bro. Like, dude, real talk. I don't want to see no parts of no Jokic. And y'all talking about playoff Jimmy, dude. Playoff Murray, dude. I don't want to see that dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
Jamal
playoff
Murray,
Murray.
player in the playoffs. It's like I don't know what he be doing during the regular season, but he get in the playoffs.
Cakewalking.
Dude.
Cakewalking.
Yeah, it's crazy with like the again, but like this is what we talk about is like this is the time of year where the good teams kind of look. Like I said, you saw it tonight with Curry and the Warriors, and you've been seeing it with the Nuggets, like you see it with the Lakers. The good teams, they're starting to kind of get in fighting shape, getting ready for the playoffs, kind of getting everything together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it comes to a point to where the Rockets aren't in that. They're not in that class to where they can sit up here and do that. Where you see the other teams in the West kind of like getting ready for the stretch run, and the Rockets are still trying to figure stuff out.
Right. What's they're sitting here talking about rotation and preserving fourth quarter leads or whatever the case may be. The Nuggets ain't got that issue. To your point, Coach, the Lakers ain't got that issue. The Clippers is goofy as that roster and outfitters look this year. Don't have that issue. Hell, we want to talk about the play-in tournament. Golden State don't have that issue. Minnesota don't have that issue. Sacramento doesn't have that issue. And Dallas, if all their bigs are back, don't have that issue.
Do you know because you know what the thing that's going on with the Rockets, dude, and this is gonna trip y'all out, right? Dude, have you ever like played organized basketball?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing my coach used to always tell us, he was like, always play organized. Say organized will always beat street ball, no matter how talented you are. Organized ball will always win out, right? The Rockets playing street ball, and they are basically just beating guys on talent.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of talent on their team. They are beating guys on talent. These other teams in the West have talent, but they've also figured out how to play basketball. I don't want to see us run up against one of these teams that have talent, championship medal, and know how to play basketball. I don't want to see the Mavericks. Dude, I have more faith in Jason Kidd than I do in Ime Udoka. Jason Kidd can coach. Dude, people talk about Luka carrying them to the playoffs, dude, but Kidd was pulling some magic, bro. His lineups was on point. He was making the right moves at the right time, bro, to get them where they got to it. Luka was going fucking crazy too. Kyrie was too, because Kyrie was going out. But he learned how to. Remember, at first they couldn't play together. Kidd figured out, okay, whose role gonna be what, how y'all gonna play together, how y'all not gonna play together, like we talked about it. If you notice, like Kyrie will be playing, and then Luka would be on the bench, and then Luka would come in, and Kyrie be on the bench, and you put him back in. Like Jason Kidd, bro, I know he haven't won one, but I got a lot of respect for that dude. He can coach his ass off, just like Ty Lue. Ty Lue can coach his ass off too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, while we talking about like all the Clippers, it's like Ty Lue has a schematic advantage over Udoka, and he will probably coach circles around him in a playoff series. Like if we keep it up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he has some guys on his roster.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that might actually end up biting the Lakers in the butt. I mean, they got a lot of really good coaches on that bench. I think they probably collectively, making some good moves. Yeah. But JJ, his inexperience might show up in the playoffs too. And that's when it's crucial. You make one wrong sub, one wrong move, you forget to challenge the call in the playoffs, you going home. We already know.
Yeah, I mean, that's where, like, again, they surrounded JJ Redick with so many veteran coaches on that staff, where somebody would be like, coach, like, so that's where I'm not too much worried about that, because, like, yeah, I think JJ Redick, and then again, he's a young coach. He's figuring it out on the fly and stuff like that. And again, like I said, that is why they built a staff with so much experience around them. So
yeah. But like I said, but I put faith in Kidd, bro. Kidd has worked some magic, bro, with some teams, and like even Tyronn Lue, dude. Who would even thought the Clippers would even be in that position, bro?
I didn't.
Lue's a good coach. I mean, people like sit up here and act like he's one of the better coaches in the NBA. I mean, he's a good coach. It's like
he would be the Lakers coach, but this guy was like, hell no, you ain't going nowhere. I forgot the Clippers owners. He was like, man, you know what? I got pocket money over here, man. How many millions you need? Hey, Steve Ballmer, he write checks that look, the bank bounce. But like I said, it's one of the things where I would prefer the Clippers, but I don't want to see some of these other teams, dude. I don't want to see them. If I'm gonna pick another team, it's hard, man. It's real hard in the West.
Memphis.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro. You got to remember, jog your memory back before Ja got hurt. Dude,
Memphis.
They was killing boys in the playoffs.
Memphis.
No, I don't want to see Memphis in the playoffs.
I would not mind saying Memphis but the thing is, in order for us to see Memphis, we have to drop into the play-in.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to do that. But for me, okay, if I had to pick a softer landing, I don't want to see OKC. And again, we have to drop the play-in. I don't want to see Denver. I don't mind saying Denver. I definitely want to see the Lakers. I don't want to see the Clippers. Memphis would be the soft landing spot because they are about as young as we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that as far as coaching is concerned, I think they're about evenly matched. Okay. And I do not trust that. Let's back up. I trust our depth significantly more than I trust theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we're talking about handpicking and popcorning different scenarios, I don't want us to drop it to the play-in because then we run the risk of being knocked out because, again, Golden State sitting there, Memphis is Minnesota sitting there, whatever the case may be. Memphis will be an easier pill for me to I would sleep comfortably if we end up playing Memphis as opposed to these other top teams in the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
It would just make more sense. Like, Ja is going to be Ja, but also Ja is a Timu version of Jalen Green. Okay? Because Jalen Green can shoot better than Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr., all he wants to do is shoot anyway. He doesn't want to get down in the post and bang.
Nah, he don't.
No,
He don't.
You feel me? So if he wants to sit out there in the perimeter, i.e. Jabari Smith, cool. That takes his ass out the box. Opens up
He plays
the
hella defense, unlike some people.
I mean, again, but if you pull if he's on Jabari Smith and Jabari Smith is at the 3-point line, or Alpi play the matchup. If Alpi is on the perimeter, that opens up the middle of the floor for your one slasher to work.
Like I said,
And
I'm not sold on playing Memphis right now, bro. I'm not.
I don't want to play Memphis because again, we have to drop to the play in the door.
And them dudes been hot.
Larry, you said it best. I'm looking at the standards. All these teams are really good, man. Like we're gonna have to fight. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fight. So
yeah, I don't think there's a soft landing spot.
Nah,
because I just think
nah.
It's not like the Knicks, who got the 3 seed and ended up playing, the Detroit
Under
Pistons
400 or somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that tough first round matchup against the goddamn Hornets. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Good job.
You the 6th seed and you under 500. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
you a 6th seed, but also in the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Detroit is 33-26. I didn't know that.
No. Oh, yeah, they balling.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Detroit Pistons, shout out to JB Bickerstaff and his squad and his team. Them boys is balling.
And I mentioned that a little bit on Tuesday night. It's like we were laughing at JB Bickerstaff. We were.
We were.
He
chuckling from a healthy place.
He has what he has done for that team in Detroit. Should be applauded because boy, we laughed and we chuckled and we had a bunch of good laughs at their expense. But man, Detroit's balling, and then again, I hate to say it, we bring this up all the time, but it's like, boy, Cade Cunningham.
We
could have
8 wins in December.
What could have been?
Yeah.
What could have
With
been.
that being said, I'm gonna get you guys out of here, man.
Don't get me started, Steve, because man, look, it's like, man,
No problem, man. Always a pleasure to chill with y'all and talk Rockets.
Yeah, man. Definitely looking forward to kicking with you on the next one. You got anything you need to promote before we get out of here, my guy?
No, man. I'm all good. My socials is the same. Blindzo for President on Instagram and Jesse Blindzo Wilson on Facebook. That's it.
I'm so done with this. Get out of here. I ain't been gonna holler at you, man.
Coffee for President.
Yo, Larry, get your cousin, man.
Yeah,
Get your cousin.
it made for president.
Yeah. Sloth.
Should change his name.
He
I have
will
a
be in the
I
hey,
believe
Steve.
for president.
Steve,
That's
he
my
will
guy,
be in the
man.
sloth kingdom of all sloths.
Coach, you know what to do, my man. Give us a plug of the cousin. Shut up, that big homie.
Look, man. Like we do the boardroom show every Tuesday. We do the wrestling show and stuff like that. But this is the show where it's just like it's let it all hang out, so to speak. Let it loose. Because I mean, it's like we're passionate about our Rockets, man. We love our Rockets. You know what I'm saying? It's just good to come in here and talk about the team that we love and hate sometimes. But again, like I said, if you see the link, share the link. You know, Executive View, we all over social media. You know, we on X, we on Facebook, we on YouTube. Like, make sure you check us out. Download this on Spotify. Like, just check us out. We doing big things. We're gonna continue to do big things. And look, like I'll say this on the way out. We got a tough stretch ahead, but never underestimate the heart of a champion. In the words of the great Rudy T, we are not champions, but like one thing I want to say before I leave out of here about the Rockets is you have to grow up, guys. Okay, we said this again. Tough stretch coming up. Like we'll we got to do something here in the middle of March probably, because like this stretch is so important. It's like this is make or break. We just ran down the standings. It is like the Rockets could go from where they are now to the play-in if they have a bad week. So all that being said, man, like Launchpad, it's been a pleasure, man. Make sure y'all check us out everywhere. And Coach, out.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Looking forward to sharing the space with you on Sunday. We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's gonna be fun, man. Larry, you know what to do, my guy.
Oh man, you know what? Hey, I'm like Steve, man. This is my favorite. This started turning to my favorite one. You know, we giving everybody every little flavor now. We giving, WWE. We giving, the regular show. We giving Barry and his, blue and whatever color that is, Nick's show. We giving out, a lot of different content out there. We even dropping, our daily videos and stuff like that. So just check us out. See what we got popping, man. We trying to get it together, but I'm gonna close up with this with the Rockets. Don't be the team that collect all this talent and don't do nothing with it. This is my hope for this team. I'm a realist fan, and I know we come off like we hate the Rockets, even though we Rockets fans. I don't want to come off like that. I'm a realist. I look at the team from not just a fan perspective, but also from an outsider's perspective. And I see the flaws from my perspective, right? And I'm quite sure that we're not alone. People in our audience probably view it the same way. And we really want the best for them because we see what they're facing. We want to see them, make that next move. And I don't give a damn what CK say, man. I want to see my team competing for a championship because according to CK, if you don't win it all, you a loser. But that ain't the case, bro. I would much rather see my team in the fight than to not be in the fight. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. Always a pleasure, man. We're gonna be back in the house on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Y'all hold it down.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. It's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. Absolutely love doing this show with these gentlemen, man. I tell you what, man, there are pockets and moments in life where it feels like time just stops. And doing this show with these gentlemen, that's one of these moments for me, man. Salute to all those guys, man. Larry, my man Jesse, Coach. Pleasure doing the show with you guys. With that being said, we'll be back in the building on Sunday evening, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. We are doing a Elimination Chamber recap show. Coach will be with me. Hopefully, Villain is definitely able to join us. My friend at the Nonsense and Deep Thoughts podcast. The queen of our show, Miss Stacy, will be with us, talking everything that took place on that PLE on the road to WrestleMania. We've been throwing out content all week. Looking forward to bringing some more of that to you guys in preparation for that PM Premium Live event. And then the rest of the group will be back in the building on Tuesday to talk about everything that took place over the weekend and kind of look ahead to what's to come. Combine starts today. The combine has started, so we're definitely going to be talking a little bit about the NFL combine and some other things that are popping off. With that being said, I'll always close my shows with this. God is good, even though sometimes people aren't. With that being said, God bless. Catch you on the next one.